All right, y'all, just checking out what's going on with me and what's going on with Andrew Gill this time. I'm going through hell, I'm not going to lie. Been through a lot of hell. Still going through it. A lot of pain, a lot of bullshit, a lot of mental anguish from the pain that's being caused by the U.S. government to me, if you ask me. I'm not mental. I'm not going to take a medication, but it is painful, for real. Watching the way they've separated me and the way they've treated me and the way the situation's going. To begin, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joseph Biden, Clinton, Shriver, Schwarzenegger, Kennedy. I'm reading off a paper. I wrote this out before I said it, by the way. Shriver, Schwarzenegger, Kennedy, with your police and United States Secret Service and your staff and with the media, as well as Stephen Byrell, Casey out there, all their people. Um, I'm just gonna say I just don't agree with what's going on and what you guys are doing. I'm not a troll online, really. I'm not trying to troll you guys. I am trying to seek press and find press and get my money, just so you know. I have plans with my money. I'm not doing a breakdown thing. I'm not copying off of anybody. I'm not here to copy off of my brother or any one of their people. I'm not going to be for my brother. I'm not going to be for any one of them. Um, I do my own thing. As far as my brother's concerned, I looked at my brother. I led him to I led him to water. He, growing up, I knew my brother well and what he wanted to do with his life, and I led him to what he wanted to do with his life. Whether he did it or not and took it seriously, it was up to him, not up to me. You know what I mean? And then I have my own life, and I'm going to choose my own path in my own life. I'm not with Bush or with Don and Charity Henderson or the shit they pulled in Missouri with Steve Byrell. The shit they're pulling right now by lying about the bounty. So you guys know at home, and so everybody knows, the police do have a right to lie, to extract information, and can lie and do some of the shit they're doing, but some of the shit they're doing they can't do. You can't lie about a bounty like that running in a newspaper to avoid exposure, so you're not exposed. You can't blame me for the bounty because I'm not there when they committed the crime. I'm not really guilty by association, even if you want to go for it. I didn't do it. I wasn't there when they did the crime. I was at work on my full-time job, trying to make my money and get my hustle on, trying to get my album up and going and doing my thing. They did stupid shit. They've always done stupid shit. It's nothing new to me. As far as Corey Combs and Austin Gill are concerned, I don't appreciate what they've done here in this situation. I don't appreciate what Stephen Byrell's done. Simply wanted nothing more. I don't appreciate what Regina Webb done. The time the bounty went up, I snapped photos of them doing what they were doing, in possession of Glenn's property. They had already been illegally selling guns and killed quite a few people. They were very belligerent. Robert was not a very good man. My stepfather was not a good person. It was an NS, NS type of person who was very disgusting. As a young dude, people of different colors were not allowed inside the home based off that fact. That simple fact alone, they could not enter the home because of that, is how racist of a dude he was and how horrible of a person he was. The Constitution of the United States of America is a real life thing, which is an awesome thing. Those and all rights are very important things for us all. Freedom of press is something very important that exists. The scoop or the game that they want to play with Austin or with all their people to mess up my life or my things is really pissing me off, including Shriver, Schwarzenegger, Kennedy, every one of them. I came to D.C. intentionally on purpose to file for a petition. I am still petitioning over my 14th Amendment to the Constitution and my First Amendment. I need to collect my bounty. I had plans with that money when I was 26. I'm not going to share that money. I'm not going to share my case with Austin or Ashley or any one of their people. I'm not with them or for them. I'm not for or with Michael Gill either or none of their people. My mother was a horrible mother, and it's not a lie. It's a trash mother, and they're going to make a lot of excuses for it and a lot of shit to try to grow out of it with some of their people down there in Florida. It's not going to work, whatever they're trying to do, even when they think it is, and they're going to probably get brought up on charges with her eventually. For real. The situation never gets brought to light. Michael Gill and all of them are not any better. They are rapists and child predators. They do film kiddie porn. They're hiding the murder of Charlie Hoskins in the state of Missouri. It's not a lie. Gerald Waterman was not a great person. The stuff he done was horrible. Hoskins is one of the things he done with my cousin William, little Bucky. Me and Bucky never really got along because he drinks and drives too much and acts very belligerent. Me and my older brother Austin never really got along. He could never really accept Andrew, and he was always a jealous older brother. Ashley was also a jealous one. Her friends never really liked me. Birthdays were obsolete. I can't name a one birthday present I've received from any fucking one of them. Um, the mother, I can name like four birthdays and that's it. Three birthdays. No, two birthdays from the mother actually. Two that my memory. The other two were from other people, and then I started taking myself out on my birthday after a while. They have degraded me very badly in this situation illegally. They have definitely committed a crime. I feel like in Georgetown with Kathleen and with other people. It is being degrading with some of them. To save the kiddie porn and the child porn, I don't have to let anything go, and I don't have to ask for your permission to bring forth child porn. Um, I have rights too. I'm sure the victims have rights too, and that's not my problem. Them need to get up and call 911 and take the shit to the police. I hear everyone talking about me and I needed to dial 911 or I did something wrong or did do something wrong or whatever's going on. I don't film child porn on people's kids and I'm not going to stand for it. As far as the politicians are concerned, Aaron Scott's right there in West Palm Beach with Matthew Benarski and every fucking one of them. They can sit up here and deny it, from Yeezy right down there with Trump to Kennedy right down there with Epstein and with Jeffrey Bezos. You all are fucking ridiculous in Washington, D.C. Just wanted to say that and get that out of the way and say that part first. You guys are pretty ridiculous with the media. The 10 grand should have already been paid. I had intentions, like I said, with that money to do my own rap album, maybe do something different, do some writing, further my education, whatever I wanted to do. None of your fucking business. How about that? As far as lying, I have my own lies. Typically, when I lie intentionally. When you have people around you who are doing very stupid things, I wouldn't give them your whole 411. Hi, I'm this one with social security number this and blah, blah, blah. Even some of these agencies out here who ask for information or want information, I wouldn't just openly give them a whole bunch of information. Because they do things to people, they exploit people, and they like to act stupid. It's obvious. The United States Secret Service, me being as real as I am in Washington, D.C., and you guys acting as ridiculous as you are, it pretty much pisses me off. Mary Sheehan is ridiculous. Them not bringing the kiddie porn victim forth already with their people and making excuses over gun control and the Second Amendment are really uncalled for. Pretty disgusting. Them intended to be in my rights and infringe my rights and seeing no press on none of them or none of this is pretty annoying and pretty ridiculous. The way I've been defamed out of the situation, I'm still going to try to go and do my thing, but I'm getting pretty old now. I'm about 43 years old. And I want to say Amendment 1, 2, and 14 are a few that I want to highlight at this time. Amendment 1 of 14 especially. Understand, I have zero history of a mental illness. Even the shrinks, I want to bring up the mental health and the misuse of the mental health and PTSD and what they intended to do here. That car accident back there in Maryland is a real car accident. That kid really does have a drinking and driving problem. Excuse me. He didn't intend to continue to drink and drive. As he did, it was reported, police were called. That's a real life situation. Tips were submitted online. You got the tip number right there from online, all of it. Nobody responded and did their job, and somebody died out of that. It's a fatality. It's real life, unfortunately. That's my 14th Amendment, how my 14th Amendment is and how it's been pretty much for most of my life. Coming from the housing projects for real and how it works. And we've gotten used to that and figured that out, you know what I mean? Police don't always do a good job. I don't hate the police in any way, shape, or form. I look at Tupac and reminiscent of Tupac, and my heart goes out to every officer who risks his life out here every day for these people. Every officer who's a piece of shit officer, y'all are trash. See here, where was I? I want to bring up the abuse of power that's going on in this situation, misuse of force, and illegal misuse of process. Remember, I have no mental health prior to the bounty ever being run in a newspaper. I'm normally working full time on my jobs and doing very well on my jobs, doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't need the mother in my business whining and crying because she needs to be exposed legally, obviously, because Austin needs to be exposed legally, because a lot of them need to be exposed, including on the Gill side. Neither one of them are very good. Me leading Austin, to the water as far as rapping or doing music or writing, these are my writings, and this is my autobiography, my biography of my life, my story, my lyrics, and my things. I don't appreciate how it's downgraded and how the police have acted up here in Washington, D.C. with the United States Secret Service and with their people. I want to remind you guys that when I got to D.C., I did start to file for a petition. I did mention West Palm Beach, Florida. Really glad to see that the media put them photos up of all of them with who they are with. I'm not going to apologize to anybody whose head got cracked, who got fucked up. I'm not sorry. Them need to keep their fucking hands off me and stop whining because I'm bringing forth kitty porn. Robert Kelly is disgusting for what he did to the women. It's not okay. He's a great singer. He's got a beautiful singing voice. Had him a great career. Some of you guys get a lot of money and do a lot of stupid shit. I don't know how. I can see clearly that I don't have a lot of help and a lot of representation except for myself. But I'm going to keep going anyways, even if you guys don't like it. Let's see here. Remember that Amendment 14 is a real thing, and that Roe versus Wade is also a real thing. It's an important thing that's here, that's happening. The overturn is real. I didn't really stand fully for the overturn. However, I felt like they deserved it. I felt like that's something that the Republicans earned from the Democrats due to their negligence in Washington, D.C. while I'm here. Christina Schwarzenegger, you do really have a little bit of a problem. I'm not trying to sing you out or call you out or dish you or the Kennedy family. You really do need probably to take a little bit of Adderall while you're at school. You probably don't need to be abusing the medication. I've seen a little bit and I'm studying this whole situation and everything, and everybody from Bush to all of y'all, every one of y'all, and your Secret Service and your police and the way y'all are moving, the whole government. Remember, prior to your Capitol riot, I know it's coming. I'm expecting them coming. I'm not getting any help from y'all to do anything. It's not really my job to stop it. At the same time, it is my job to stop it as a citizen of the United States of America because you are my United States government. How can I collect a $10,000 bounty when a bunch of people come in and trample and trash my whole entire government and kill them all off or knock them all off or knock them all down? And these people who are doing what they did to this Capitol, what are they going to do to my government officials if they actually get to them? You don't think they're going to harm them or hurt them or do nothing to them? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Anyways, where I was, remember my childhood is actually a real life childhood and I'm a real life person. This isn't a delusion that I'm making up or a frivolous thing in real life, regardless of what your judges want to do or say. This isn't their family. This isn't their life, their autobiography, something they have to deal with often. Most of them are rich, spoiled brats right along with the rest of this fucking government and all these bitch ass brats down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Most of them have never worked on a job like block by block and never probably will. For real. I was grateful to have the job when I had the job, but I don't appreciate the abuse and the bullshit that came with it. When I highlight my childhood, I want you to remember that Kinderhook, Illinois, Monroe City, Missouri, Kinderhook, Illinois, Quinata Abuse Shelter, 2400 Broadway, Hannibal, Missouri, St. Matthews Drive, O'Fallon, Missouri, Blue Creek Drive, O'Fallon, Missouri, 2400 Broadway, Hannibal, Missouri, North Locust Street, Hannibal, Missouri, 611 Church Street, Hannibal, Missouri, Whitaker Lane, Whitaker Lane, New London, Missouri, Tony A.W. White's address in Hannibal, Missouri, Hannibal Housing Projects, the Holiday Inn Hotel, the Days Inn in Newport Richey, Florida, Spring Hill, Florida, St. Pete, Florida, Largo, Florida, and Clearwater, Florida. That's all my real addresses through my youth, and that's the youth that you guys have stolen from me with your police. There's a lack of a 14th Amendment there. I want to remind you also, when I attend Ridgewood High School in Newport Richey, Florida, I have a science teacher there that I'm in there. She likes me. I'm not talking about like sexually neither. She likes what I'm doing as far as schoolwork. I did make the honor roll at least once while I was in school. I wasn't being suspended and kicked out. You guys really lacked on Amendment 14 here. Pretty shitty the way you've done me. She came out and said what they're doing to me is illegal. Spoke them words to me. They got to stop moving me around. I'm not being given an equal right and equal access. It is unconstitutional. I hope Bill Clinton shoves a GED in his ass with every one of y'all. From Sean to a lot of other people who knew me in Florida, to a lot of people who knew me in Missouri and even in Illinois. From the stupid, belligerent, overprotective, retarded mother to the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? To the people who knew me, they knew I could compete athletically and they liked what I was doing athletically. And my nickname in Spanish class was Atletico Alberto. Courtney Beret, the volleyball is up real high. Yeah, I can get it and usually grab rim, the real NBA rim. My hands, due to the amount of smoking, never developed fully, and they're not big enough to palm the ball, though. But that's just athletics. And we talked academics, too, and scholarships and so on and so forth, and competition regarding that. It's a good way for the rich and the upper class to eliminate the competition for them and their kids, to make sure the scholarships are all free for them or for the rest of the kids. It's pretty disgusting. Um, Looking at the 14th Amendment, clearly we have bad parents here in this situation who weren't very good parents to me, who drove me around from place to place and didn't do a good job. There's a lot of abuses there that aren't discussed. Makes the Gill side of the family want to jump up and believe they could jump for joy because they're right. They're not. They're no better, and they're disgusting too. For real. Now you blame bad parents, and I understand that, and I'm with that. But now there's a $10,000 bounty on running on one of them. You want to lie about it. You want to deny it. You want to cover shit up with the media. You want to play lying games with Susan, with all your people, with Norton, with this Congress, with the Senate, because you guys are still popped in West Palm. Are y'all exploiting kids in West Palm as y'all scream out abortion, don't abort, whatever y'all want to do? But is Virginia Guthrie a real person, and is Laura Anderson a real person who's exploited? Laura Anderson, I'm for and against. I had no intentions of doing anything for Laura Anderson except for seeing her recover funds because she was a child porn victim. I'm not going to give her my stuff. She's not welcome to my stuff, not welcome to my job with her people, not welcome to be on the job harassing me, doing a fucking thing with her father or any of her people. All I wanted to see was her recompensated because it's a kiddie porn victim. And she asked for help. For real. Gave you the best help I can give you. And if you want to know who did it to you, you can go look at the news. You can pull up the pictures. And you can look at every one of them sitting right there in West Palm fucking Beach, Florida, Laura. Jeffrey Bezos, Bill Clinton, every one of their fucking people. Donald Trump. All of them sit right there. That's who did it to you, little girl. For real. George Bush isn't perfect. He made mistakes here in this situation too. I don't agree with him. You've declared war on a country without proof of weapons of mass destruction. What you guys feel like is overplayed out. But examine the situation. It does look like you guys may have done that. Congress didn't support your war. I'm for the USA fully. I stand for the United States of America and these rights that are here, and you guys don't look like you stand for them. Being at work in Georgetown, as I say again, it's a pleasure to be at work at Georgetown. I appreciate some of the people who are working with me. Some of them I don't. Really enjoy doing the work. Some of them complained that it was miserable and I was making things miserable. I wasn't miserable, wasn't making things miserable. They jumped on top of me and started throwing a fucking fit because I'm taking a lie detector test. You threw a fit because I'm taking a polygraph test. Whether admissible or inadmissible in court, as I'm putting on a show and putting up the type of work that I'm putting up in Georgetown and doing the type of things that I'm doing, working the type of hours that I'm working, there is no reason for them with their United States Secret Service, with the media, with the Hannibal Courier Post being a real newspaper, with the media, to take that fucking shit seriously. Yeah. It's a lot of lies, and they want to lie and bullshit their way out of it. At 26, this should have been done. When I was 26 years old, this should have been done, and this should have been a struggle with Regina Webb, with these corrupt fucking police, because they want to cover for people like Cyndi Lauper, Cindy Fogel, because they want to cover for people like Donald Trump and Stephen Virel. I don't have time for it. Y'all are lying and full of shit. For real. This needed to be in court already, and this needed to be done. As far as arguing an injury or personal injury, you're stealing and taking from me still right now. I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now because, you guys are forcing me here and I'm unwilling to go along. You and your police are doing whatever the fuck you want to do and believe you get to make up all the fucking rules. It's lawless, like Kamala Harris says. It's not a lie. Joe Biden is not any better than Kamala. And Kamala makes mistakes too. Obama makes mistakes. As you guys have done this, you get to see what I put in court. If you want to make your way to the United States District Court, and you want to take a look at all my paperwork I leave in there, I'll leave you with a paperwork war. I will put on a war, and it will be physical too. I'm going to try to do this the right way through the courts and do this the legit way. But you guys don't seem to want to do it that way, and you guys seem to want to fight with your police. For real. Thinking you can create a standoff with your fucking police instead of moving and doing your fucking job with Arnold Schwarzenegger and your people. It frustrates me to know I know how to act a little bit. I know how to sing and do music. I know how to rap. I know how to do a lot of different things. And the way that they've done this situation and treated this situation is they're going to choke me out with the Texas and with George Bush and with his fucking people sitting in the state of Missouri who are anti-fucking abortionists. It's real fucking cute. Terry Below, I'm not for it. I'm not for this whole mental shit. But y'all going and killing and stealing his cats, that's far over abortion. That's a little fucking far with your wacko, waco fucking people. Louis Freeh is a real person who was an FBI director. Josh Rochelle and their hatred towards him over the way they raided Waco, Texas, and the way they didn't agree with that. That's what they did. That's their problem. I didn't do it. I didn't hate Louis Free, didn't love Louis Free. To me, you are being exposed right now in front of my face, Louis, because you have given me zero representation in court and just left me to deal with the fucking situation and be mistreated and have to tolerate the fucking abuse. Where Norton has guaranteed me a lawyer, well, I've seen no lawyer guaranteed and no cash guaranteed that she's guaranteed to me with her staff. It isn't her personally, but her staff, you know. You guys do this to the American people. And you run ads like this in the paper and you want to lie about it, you want to cover it up, you want to bullshit us around and act like this is the American way and the way things are done in America with your Secret Service and with your police in Washington fucking D.C. I'm going to work full-time on a fucking job. I'm ready to enjoy my life, my career, and chase my dreams and make my dreams come true. I can rap, I can market. I don't need help. I don't need 50 Cent. I don't need Eminem. I don't need Caroline Kennedy. I just need you guys to do your jobs. That's all I needed them to do. Not even Eminem, what, to the police and Caroline Kennedy and their Secret Service. What do you, but we got people like Easy and all them coming up in here like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Right along with Caroline and all the rest of them too. One is no better than the other right now to me. For real. Big load of fucking bullshit. Then you see the big joke about Kim down in Florida and all their people with their polygraph and their porn and all that. And that's all real fucking nice. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And I'm going to keep fighting my fight, keep pushing forward. But, I mean, what are we going to be with our lives? Or we're just going to be the people with our lives who get to pay you the fucking taxes and watch y'all have all the fucking rights. Well, we got to sit here and fucking do without for you. Well, y'all fool around the fucking Lit Express, whining about Robert Sylvester Kelly and fucking up about abortion. Both fucking ways. It gets fucking old after a while, I promise you that. Breaking my fucking back in Georgetown watching like a bunch of little pussy-ass fucking bitches. Even James Becker down in Florida, who I'm not fully for, whatever the fuck Cody and his mom think they can do what they're doing for and think it's okay, it's not. No. What did he, thinking about what they're doing and thinking about Jason Kramer and everything that happened between me and him and with their Germans and with the punishment and so on and so forth? You feel like you can punish me, but I don't get a trial and I went through all this fucking shit right here and I don't even get a trial for punishment because I'm guilty of a crime that you insist I'm guilty of? This is great. Joseph Sterling sitting in the bed. I don't need to be promoted or come up because he thinks this is what my education needs to be. But none of them can operate a fucking iPod or do their fucking job properly. I don't appreciate that neither. Kath Lanier and the dead Charlie Hoskins and Gary Condon over there in California with all their people. It's not cute. The LGBTQ and them saying, yeah, I can win your case. I've been to their headquarters here in D.C. I bought a Michael Sam jersey to support them. You know what I'm saying? Been to their headquarters, but they can't represent me because I'm not really an LGBTQ guy. I'm not LGBTQ. I'm just somebody who supports them. Like every one of these artists, from Yeezy to every one of them, I supported them growing up pretty good. Yeah. I had a rough fucking life too that wasn't my fucking fault. I'm not looking for y'all's pity. I'm not looking for anything from y'all. I just stress once again, you guys got a lot of police and a lot of people who are getting to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Am I within my rights? As I'm going to my full-time fucking job, breaking my back in blood, sweat, and tears, balls to the wall, sweating half to death. Am I within my rights traveling to Virginia and submitting to a polygraph examination? I ask a question. Who in the fuck do you think you are to stop it? You want to play a cat got your fucking tongue game with me in D.C. because you're popped in West Palm fucking Beach, Florida, exploiting people. You're sitting here in D.C. like you can fucking exploit me with your people, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah. You know who's innocent here? There's one person innocent here. Mike Pence. You didn't do it, Mike. You probably fucked up. Trump probably fucked up. Bush probably fucked up. Yeah. You might have fucked up. But y'all look like shit to me. Yeah. Looking at Netflix and Maria Shriver and Christina Fontana and them doing what they're doing up there on Netflix, that's all nice and fine and dandy. And I'm not jealous at all. I'm just saying I just worked my ass off in Georgetown. Excuse me. What you should have been up with my fucking 10 grand and I should have been doing what the fuck I wanted to do right now. Not whatever the fuck you want me to fucking do with Caroline Kennedy. Because you need fucking lawyers on Roe versus Wade to beat Stephen Tyrell and their fucking people. Because you can't do it your fucking self. And Andrew's not going to fucking help you if you're going to fucking shit on him in D.C. or need a fucking Adderall pill. For real.